How's it going, everybody? Jace here, back with another standard deck tech, and today we have an Izzet control list, something that doesn't play black. I know black is the strongest color in standard right now, and I kind of want to move away from it and try something a little bit different. And I wanted to try Izzet. Now, Izzet was a powerhouse in previous standards when Goldspan Dragon was around, but we're giving this a try just to see how things get on. Now, there are some really good cards that we can still play, and there's some really nice new ones as well, kind of help this deck out, but we're going to go through it all anyway. If you want to try this deck out, guys, the deck is in the description below. Make sure to give this a try. We're going to be playing 5 games, best of 1 as standard, and then we're going to have a little revised version of the deck at the end, so make sure you go and check it out and stay tuned. Okay, right, let's go through the deck list anyway. We're running 4 copies of Consider, great little cantrip, 1 mana, fills the graveyard, just overall really good. Then we have 2 copies of Fading Hope. This has gone a bit weaker over time, but it is quite good. There's some good little tokens you can get rid of, like the Goblin from the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Being able to just bounce maybe some big threats, you know, to buy yourself some time is very good. Works quite well with our creatures to save them. Then we have 1 copy of Spell Pierce. A nice one-off, can catch your opponent off guard. Then we have 2 copies of Voltage Surge. Nice little cheap removal. Works well with some of the artifacts that we have in the deck to try and deal some more damage. Then we have 2 copies of Make Disappear. We're not playing too many counter spells because we are playing Lier, but having 2 is quite nice. Sometimes you can catch a nice spell from your opponent. Same with Negate. That's another nice one to have. Then we have 2 copies of Abrade. This is just a great removal spell. Being able to kill a creature or deal with an artifact is incredibly strong, and I really do rate it. Then we have 2 copies of Fires of Victory. This is a 2 mana. You deal damage to a creature or a planeswalker to the number of cards in your hand, and then if you kick it, you get to draw a card. You draw the card before it resolves. Very good. Very good, actually, in this deck. Dealing like 5 damage to a creature is tough. Like if they play a shield or anything like that, it's super tough, so this deals with that really well. Then we have 2 copies of Obliterating Bolt. You know, being able to deal with a creature and planeswalker 4 damage. If it was 5, it'd be perfect, but it can't deal with Shieldred. Shieldred is a really pain in this deck, you know, against this deck. So if I was going to cut anything, it would probably be the Obliterating Bolt for something else to deal with Shieldred, but we're going to give it a try and we're going to see how well it goes. Then we have 4 copies of Fable the Mirror Breaker. I mean, one of the best enchantment sagas in the format. Being able to make a creature, generate you mana, you know, able if you discard cards and bring cards back into your hand, dig for some lands or anything, very crucial. And then once it flips, it's absolutely fantastic. Then we're playing 1 copy of Brotherhood's End. I actually quite like this. There's a lot of aggro decks in best of 1, mono red, mono white, you know, and things like that. So being able to just deal with a bunch of creatures is really good. The destroy artifacts is not that relevant, but it can be against the artifact, you know, sacrifice decks. But this is overall a pretty decent card. Then we have 2 copies of Memory Deluge. I mean, it's just a great card advantage spell. Don't run too many copies, but overall it is really good. We have 3 copies of Big Score. I do like this. Again, 3 copies to me seems a little bit too much in my opinion. We're going to try it out and see how it goes. Being able to, you know, ditch something and just draw a bunch of cards is really good and ramps us at the same time. Then we have 2 copies of Lier. Works incredibly well, pretty much everything in the deck except the enchantment, but it is very good. Doesn't really work sometimes with the counter magic. Now we'll see how it goes, but I do really like it. Then we have Burn Down the House. Great, you know, in best of 1 being able to just wipe out complete and our strategies, you know, on its own, and you can win sometimes with the devil token, so I wouldn't knock it. Probably the best card in the deck in my opinion, so I'm really happy to be playing this. And then 2 copies of Hullbreaker Horror. Absolute powerhouse. If you ever resolve this and it goes unchecked, you just win the game. And then land, we've just got a bunch of islands, a bunch of mountains. We're running 1 copy of the Soaring City, being able to deal with threats. Then we have the Crucible of Defiance. Great land to get some tokens out if need be. Then we run 2 copies of Shivan Reef, 4 Stormcarved Coast, and 2 Field of Ruin to deal with any Mishra's Foundries, you know, anything like that. Also, there's the Plaza of Heroes. Being able to deal with that as well is quite relevant. So we're going to give this deck a try by playing 5 games. We're going to see how it goes. And yeah, if you want to try this out, guys, make sure you try it out for yourself with the deck list in the description. And we're going to revise the deck at the end with a new version after the game. So let's jump into it. Okay, game 1, open hand. We've got some good mixture of lands and spells. We'll take that. We'll see how this goes. We will play land and pass. Hopefully we can find another land with this Consider. We can play a Harvester? No, Bankbuster. That's a very good turn 2 play there. Very good. More land, good. You do it, here land. A good amount of removal as well. Counter magic. None of that. Always get rid of the Mirror Breaker, just such a good card. Let's go with that. Pass. The Bank Buster's a bit of a pain, but nothing that we can't deal with. We do have Abrade in the deck as well. Underdog. Oh, that's a good target for the Obliterating Bolt. Cool. Fantastic. Exile it as well. Get out of there, we don't want any more. The next turn we can play a land and then we can start firing off these Fires of Victory to deal with any threats and draw a card. That's going to be really good for us. They didn't play anything, okay, we'll play a land and we'll pass. Playing against Mardu, probably like the Mardu mid-range style decks with like Wedding Announcement and stuff. Yep. Drawing cards here. Yep, that's fine. They don't do anything relevant. What is that Memory Deluge? Yeah, let's just do it. Free opportunity to do a Memory Deluge. Oh, there you go. Perfect. We've got the Abrade. We've got enough land, so we'll take a consider. Chance to consider. What are we looking for? We've got enough land, so don't want that. Ooh. Oh, don't mind if I do. Pass the turn here. We've got a lot of removal in our hand, which is incredible. What we'll do is we'll go far off the Abrade on this. Yep. Far off the Abrade on that. We don't mind taking 4 from the Bank Buster. You know, it is what it is. You know, unless our opponent plays something really crazy, we probably won't even fire these off. Okay, yep, we'll take 4. And then next turn we can play a land and we can then flash back the Memory Deluge. Yep, our opponent's not really pressuring us a huge amount. We do still have 5 cards in hand though. They don't play anything. Crazy. I don't know what on earth they're playing. We've got a second burn down the house. Maybe they just think, oh, we can just get there with the Bank Buster, but that ain't gonna happen. And then we'll take another 4. Absolutely. Yep. They don't do anything. Okay, well, we're firing off this Fires of Victory on the old Bank Buster. Could have played the Memory Deluge, but I just want to get rid of this Bank Buster now before I start taking even more damage. Oh wow, a third burn down the house. Wow. We got a big score as well. I mean, last turn here. Our opponent ain't having any creatures that are staying in play, let's put it that way. Want to get him for 1. We're getting a cheeky 1. Still haven't played anything. What are they? Look, he's got a hand full of removal. Gotta be right. Gotta be a hand for removal. Okay. I think we just go for 2 Mirror Breakers, I think. Because we ain't got enough. Okay, well, we can get rid of that little token if need be. We've got nothing else better to do, so let's just give them something to want to remove. Always get rid of the creature, bounce a creature back to the hand. There you go. There's something for you to use your removal on. I'd rather use it on these little goblin tokens than use it on my Liers or Hullbreaker Horrors. Okay. There we go. There we go. Abrade, yep. Removal number 1. Another one? Oh, we don't. Disappointed. Disappointed. They got a lot of land. I'm not gonna lie, they've drawn a lot of land. Yeah, when it enters the battlefield, yeah, that's fine. Again, more removal. Yep. Removal for days. I was thinking they had so many cards in hand. I was like, they've got to have something. It's probably just all removal. Just all removal. Sure. Don't really mind if you really want to get rid of my mirror breakers. Yep. So be it. Let's just draw another one anyway. We'll attack. We'll play a did you do anything? Okay, we'll do a burn down the house. They don't trade. Yep. We'll wipe the board. Play another mirror breaker and pass. Keep up. Fading. And we will end the turn. Okay, right. Have they got any more removal? They had a lot of removal just sat in their hand. Unfortunately for them, we don't really have anything good for them to get rid of, you know. We're going to get rid of the Abrade, and we're probably going to get rid of the fires for the big score. The big score. We don't really need the big score. Oh wow, we just... Ooh, buddy. We'll get in there with the team. Up pressure on our opponent with our these little creatures. Get a treasure token and we'll pass. And what we'll do is we'll probably... Well, it depends what they do. I mean, we can just fire up the blue. Big score. Remove a creature fires a victory. I mean, it's not looking good for our opponent now. We got another removal spell. Nope. Okay, no. Decide what they want to do. For more land. Hateful absence on my token. Cool. That is a desperate times, desperate measures, that is. We'll draw a land and a watch selection one. Cool. I'm going to fire off this as well. We'll keep the pressure on. Awesome to deal with all these little tokens that they've got to try and deal with. Again for 6. They wipe the board. They're dead. Okay, right, pass turn and go. Another fateful absence. Oh. Yes, so literally they had a handful of removal. Not very good against this deck. It really, really isn't. It's so tough. There we go. First game down. Oh, that was tough for our opponent. They just had a handful of removal and nothing to really target. Okay, right. Game number 2. So, we have land. Does deal us a fair bit of damage. We are on the play. Hopefully, we can draw into something. More land. That's not ideal. I made it. Oh, that was a good draw. Good draw. It's so good that we can pop the Field of Ruin to go and grab a blue. If they don't really do. Of course. Well, they're not going to. Don't mind if I do. This is where they tap it for mana. Oh, okay. Okay, so tap it for mana, go get land, play a Wandering Emperor. That'd be an absolute blowout. We drew the land anyway. Okay, we're full speed ahead now. We're full speed ahead. Bankbuster, we're countering that. That can... Do we counter that? No. You Abrade that. Because our opponent is stuck on land. And the counter spells can just target anything. So that'd be really good. That's why we don't want to use the counter spell. We'll use the Abrade. If our opponent doesn't do anything here, wedding announcement, we do need to counter that. And the question is, do I negate it or do I... I think I have to negate this. Yeah, we'll negate it. And then next turn... Sure, land's well good. Perfect. Another wedding announcement. So what we'll do here, we'll go big score. Get rid of this. Oh, and we drew the Lier as well. And we drew the Lier as well. Get out of here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that. Last turn. Then we can big score. Get rid of the land. Shieldred. Big score now. Definitely. We drew another land. We got a lot of stuff in there to target. Oh, we got another one. No. There we go, right. We don't have a way to kill it, actually. Thinking about it, we don't have a way... Oh, we do. Bring in. If they block, then... Fine. Okay, they don't. Right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. 6 mana. We'll just pass, I think. It was a big score, we lose 4 life. That's a lot. That's a huge amount. I want to keep the cards, Matt. Okay, that's fine. We'll just pass. And I might actually... I'm willing to take the damage just to draw some cards. Wedding announcement. Sure. Yep. It didn't... Okay, right, we're just going to take a ton of damage here. Yep, we'll lose 4. Did roll our land. We'll lose another 4. Why not? Okay, that's a bit better. A bit better, we've got a way to deal with Shieldred now. Yep. Well, that's fine. That's, oh wow, okay. I just deal with Shieldred? Yeah. Do I care about drawing a card? Nah. We'll just deal that now. Cool. Yep. Yep, we're on 8. Fine. They land. Okay, right. I think here we will raid this. In for some damage. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Probably just play another Mirror Breaker, I think. Yeah. Yep. We will... Well, yeah, we'll just pass. There you go. Knew it. Absolutely knew it. Called it, didn't I? Called it. Good job we didn't play the Mirror Breaker. Yep. Like I know what my opponent's going to do before they do it. Have to draw a card though. Yeah, have to draw a card. I'm going to go to 4. Very risky, but got nothing else better to do. Want a lot of land. Don't need any more. I don't need any more land. Right. Here. Now get in with my boy. Yep. On to close game. Close game. We'll end the turn. Not another shield, please. Not another one. That's fine. We can wipe the board. Yes. Fine. That's gonna get quite big. Have enough. Let's kill with this now. Just deal with it. Now we can draw a card. We can pay the 1. Sure. We can deal with that so it doesn't get too big. Then they're all gonna flip. Become hemp. Okay, right, untap. For another land. All the land. All the land, all the time. Okay. We're going to make a copy of this. We don't want to get rid of Lier. Or do we? No. Let's get in. Yep. Okay, they don't block. Okay. Get rid of everything. Like that. And we'll pass turn. Okay, just not another Shieldred. Please, not another Shieldred. Sure. They kick it. We get back a Shieldred. Yes. This is a problem. No, it's not. Okay, we'll get rid of this, and we'll probably just get rid of the Lier here. Oh, we draw these counter spells. Actually, we can't counter because of Lier. I think we might just have to double Abrade it. Swing for 5. Bounce. Yeah, that's probably what we'll do. We'll Abrade. We'll Abrade. We'll swing for 5. Don't forget, he also has these. So, got to be 100% careful here. I think we're okay. Oh yeah, we're a-okay. Yep. And we'll bounce that back to your hand. That's game. Oh, that was close. I had to really think about playing that. That Shieldred though was proving really difficult. We managed to get there, guys. 2-0, 2-0. Okay, game number 3. This is interesting. Because we can quite comfortably cast most of the spells in our hand. I think we keep this. We just hope we're not playing against an aggro. No, I think we are. Mono red? Yeah. Okay, this is a really bad hand. This is a really bad hand. Okay, well not anymore. Not anymore. We still need removal. We ain't got any. Yep, this is a problem. 3-3. Yep. 3-3. Some say 3-3 is a problem. And these Field of Ruins do absolutely nothing for us. We're going to take at least 5 here. Oh, chicken. Of course, chicken. I think we just bounce this. Yeah, we'll just bounce this, take less damage. Also get smaller, we can scry. Another blue. We need removal. Yeah, we need to draw like an Abrade or something. Now I wonder if our opponent just plays. They might, we'll see. I'm hoping they don't play the creature we bounce and then we can make it disappear. But they probably will. If I was them, I would. I wouldn't care. Oh, okay. Oh, we did draw removal. That's really good for us. I mean, that Field of Ruin's just terrible, but that removal's really, really good. Come on. What are we gonna do? Lightning Strike? We will... Do we take that? Yeah, we have to. We have to take it. We have to take it. Yep. Now this one, we're just gonna kill it. I'm gonna counter it, but I think we just have to take it out. Yep. Well, I'm gonna take out this instead. Big 3, go to 7. Oh, this is such a close game. I say close. I'm getting absolutely ruined, but I need removal, otherwise I'm dead. This was not a hand to keep against aggro. Not a good hand at all. Like, look, these counter spells, Field of Ruin, all of it, just terrible. We're taking at least number 3, we're going to 4. They got 2 cards in hand. If they fire off a Lightning Strike, I don't see us win this. I really don't see us win this. We've got no life gain in this deck. Yep. Yep. We're on 4. Fire off this. Get rid of one of these. Yeah, we'll get rid of one of them. Double burn spell. I mean, to be fair, you just need one burn spell. And I'm pretty out. Interesting. Okay. We're not out of the woods yet, but we can Voltage Surge this when they attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. We'll ask. Oh, they're probably slow rolling this. I mean, we're on 4. And they hadn't played a land last turn. There it is. They were fire. Yeah. Get one on top. Yeah, that ain't looking good, is it? Wish I had the colour seeds. I remember that. Oh, literally that's the one thing we didn't want them to cast as a creature spell. Yep, that is game. Yeah, mono red. I had the worst hand for that. So 2 and 1, not too bad. 2 and 1. Okay, right. Opponent is going first. It's a pretty good hand. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really good hand. For removal, we've got interaction. Can't imagine we've got card draw. Just need more land, but we've got the Consider to try and dig that land. There's some pretty cool sleeves. Alright. Grixis. I'm actually going to play the Mountain first, just in case they play the Harvest Star. And then we can just surge it, get away and done with. They play a 2-drop. Ooh, this is going to be tough. It's going to be tough, for sure. Yep, there we go, perfect. Like I know what they're going to do. Yep, we'll get rid of that. Play a land and we'll pass turn. And if they play a Fable the Mirror Breaker, which they probably will, we'll counter it. They'll probably play this. But we do need a land, that's the only problem. Oh, okay. played the anvil. Okay. Yeah, we'll counter it. I counter that. No, you can have that. You can have that. Not too bothered by it. I just need to find land, to be honest. Yep, so we're playing against like Grixis artifacts. I think that's a sacrifice deck. My opponent's got 1 mana open, and it's, you know, kind of like prompting him to that he can cast it. He has a creature in place, it's probably a cut down. Something along those lines. Kind of guess what our opponent's got. Oh yeah, we'll draw that. We can kind of guess what our opponent's got. Through the land. Now, did we play the Mirror Breaker here? I kind of feel like we got to fire it off. Hoping it's not a Spell Pierce that they've got. Let's hope it's not a Spell Pierce and it's a cut down. It can deal with the Goblin. Fine. I guarantee you it's a cut down. Guarantee they got cut down in their hand. They didn't? Oh. Oh wow. Okay. Interesting. What would have been that card? Played another anvil. That's really good for them. Because they can constantly double up each turn. Unless we wipe the board. And it feels pretty bad for them. We have a Abrade in the deck as well. We're going to discard 1 Deluge and probably 1 Make Disappear. Told ya. They did have cut down. Yeah, I knew they did. I knew they did. Okay, we're actually going to get rid of a Memory Deluge and a Obliterating Bolt. We've already got one of each of them already. Hopefully we'll get a land. Oof. Oof. Yeah, that's tough. That is tough. But that's fine. We'll get some more targets for them to remove. At the moment, our opponent is stuck on mana. They are just going to keep making 1/1s, which will be a bit of a pain. But we can burn down the house once we actually get to 5 mana. We're both stuck. Is a problem. Obliterating Bolt was okay in this matchup. Not great. They have a lot of small creatures. Unless they play like Shieldred, which I can't deal with anyway. There you go. Another small creature. Now, they might have another removal for the Goblin. They do. Now, need land. They can only activate these in their turn. Make like actual tokens, like the triggered ability only happens at their turn, so if we wipe the board it's not too bad. We need mana. We need mana so bad. I'm probably... Ah, there we go. It's not great, but it's still mana. I'm going to get rid of the Obliterating Bolt. And probably the Hullbreaker Horror. In all honesty, I don't need it. Not in this matchup. Another burn down the house and another Mirror Breaker. Wow. I'm just going to pass the turn. I'm going to try and get another mana. Use the Field of Ruin on their Xander's Lounge. I got another removal. All the removal. I might just counter this. Should I counter this? I think I should. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get rid of this. Get a red source. I'm about to get another one. So I might not counter it. Actually, I will. Well, nothing else for my counter magic on about. Let's be honest. Let's be honest now. I mean, if we have 2 flipped collections of Kiki Jiki, that's problematic for our opponent. Okay. What did they draw? I did use my counter spell. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Literally, they had like, they were like, we want to deal with all of our problems. They really, oh, we draw land, it's pretty much game. We draw land, it's pretty much game. Oh, of course we didn't. Of course we didn't. I'm not dead. Unless they draw a removal spell, but I'm still not dead. I'm going to pass the turn, and the reason why is because I really want to fire off this big score. Because we need to resolve these burn down the houses. We really do. Okay, they drew a land which they don't want. That's fine. If they attack, we'll just block one. Yep, we'll block. We'll block this one. Yep, we'll take 4. Go to 4. Oh, still not looking good. These are gonna, I think these are gonna potentially be the end of us here. Yeah, we go to 3. Get rid of that. We could do with a land. Wow, I only drew one land. Okay, we could do with a land, we could do with an Abrade. Okay, that's fine. Now we're getting all the land. Let's do attack first. Yeah, we need to find an Abrade. My opponent can put me down to 1. Unless they draw an artifact, and then pretty much game. Okay. Yep. Yep. Down the 2. Just don't draw an artifact. Draw a land. It's in his hand. Could be a removal spell, which is good for us. Oh, hang on a minute, I think I'm dead, right? Yeah, I am, of course, because he makes an artifact, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah, that's game. Oh, that's so frustrating. I thought I had him there, but no, of course. Of course. Of course. Maybe I should have counted earlier on. Maybe I should have counted earlier on. The first one. Oh well, 2 and 2, going into game number 5. Right, what we got here? So, game number 5. Opponents on the play. I'm going to keep. I know these come and play tapped, but it's a good hand. It's a good hand. Mono black. This could be tough. This could be tough. Have to draw a land, otherwise we are out. Yep. Okay, this might be like the aggro version. Come on, give us land. That's what we want, that's what we want. Don't want that though, but that's what we wanted. Right, we'll just play the Mirror Breaker. Just so we can ditch some of these cards we don't want. And hopefully dig for more land. Plus it keeps something we can kill. Yep. That cut down out. I mean, it's the only thing they could use it on in this deck. That or an Imp. Devil. Yep, take 5. Look at that. Get rid of a Deluge. Oh. Okay. That ain't good, but we can deal with that, that's fine. And we'll get rid of a Deluge, and we'll get rid of probably another Deluge. Yeah, we'll just get rid of both Deluges. We don't need them. We just want land here. Yep. Last turn. The Core Shieldred is like the Bane resistance. I mean, to be fair, if they had Play Evoke Despair, it's fine. I want to take 5. Yeah. I'll take 5. Okay, I'm taking more than 5. Okay, now we Abrade this. Yep. 4. 4. Grade 8. Okay, now we're gonna play a Lier. Force them to remove it. Yep. Absolutely not a problem. Oh, wow. Okay. Hand in the vault. We'll burn down the house off the top. Land. That's not what we wanted, but we'll play Lier. We'll pass turn. We're not dead just yet. We're oh, okay, yeah, we're dead. We're actually dead. Because that's gonna... Let's fire that off. That can go in the bin. And we do a land. Yep. What top deck from our opponent? Wow. These top decks in some of these games have been absolutely phenomenal. Evoke Despair is so strong. So strong. 2 and 3. Not off very strong, and unfortunately, just for some, bad draws on a red deck. Oh, it's tough. Tough. Okay, so we went 2 and 3. We started off really good, and then we kind of struggled at the end there. A couple of rough little matchups. That mono red one where we had a lot of counter magic, not a lot of interaction, was tough. And Shieldred is a powerhouse against this deck, so we want to be able to find better ways to deal with that. And that artifact deck was quite tough as well. So we've changed the deck ever so slightly. So we actually removed some of the cards and swapped other stuff as well. So I removed the Obliterating Bolts. They're okay, but they're a bit slow, and being sorcery speed is not really relevant. We added in a third copy of Abrade and a third copy of Fires of Victory. Now, Abrade's really good. Being able to deal with Bank Busters, being able to deal with the Anvils, it kills most early game creatures. That's what you want to deal with. And then Fires of Victory, this is what made us, be able to deal with Shieldred. And just being able to be like 2 mana, deal with anything, especially if you have lots of cards in hands. And this deck tends to have a lot of cards anyway. So we increased a copy of each of them. We also added another copy of Brotherhood's End. There were times where we kind of got swamped by a lot of cheap creatures. And a little 1-for-1 removal isn't that good either. I mean, we can always discard it if we don't need it. This is great. This is absolutely fantastic. Being able to just wipe the board, and against the artifact decks, it's very good. So we added in another copy. We dropped a copy of Big Score. Felt kind of clunky a lot of the time, and we just didn't really want it. So we dropped it down to two of each, 2 Deluge, 2 Big Score. I think that's pretty good going. And then the lands, we removed the Field of Ruin. Most of the time, it felt rough. Most of the time, it not being able to tap for mana felt so difficult. Coloured mana was super important in this deck. We swapped it for just 2 copies of Sander's Lounge. I know they come to play tap, being able to cycle it when you draw a land, which did happen in a couple of games. But also, just tapping for either colour mana is super important. But mainly that cycling is really strong, especially in that mid to late game. Anyway, guys, make sure to give this deck a try. It is good fun. Give it a go. It's not a deck that has black in it, so if you like control decks, this is quite a good fun one to try out. Anyway, guys, that is it for me in this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.